Alrighty, let's go live. Saturday morning, July the 14th at 8:17 a.m. and it's a rather cool 13.3 degrees at the moment. It was actually 5.5 degrees this morning when I started off, and I noticed that the temperature thing said it felt like 2 degrees, and it's like, yep, it felt very cool this morning, quite noticeable. So I've ridden 37 kilometres. And I'm just on my way home on this magic winter's morning. And thank you, Cassandra and Colin and Angel, for watching. Got the sun shining on the screen, a little bit hard to see names at the moment. But I just wanted to, and Maria and Ram and Hope, thank you for watching. Just wanted to do a live stream about my 7th day. This is my 7th day now without food. I stopped eating Saturday night last weekend, so since then I've just been on juices and smoothies, predominantly smoothies, and then I've started increasing the amount of juices and haven't been having a lot of water. I've been getting the water through the smoothies. When I say a lot of water, I mean water on its own. I've been getting the water through the smoothies and the juices. So, and I've had 2 cups of tea as well. Anyway, so Sarah, thank you for watching. Cody, thank you for watching. So why have I decided to do this juice and smoothie fast, or you can call it a cleanse, or you can call it a detox, or you can call it a reboot? Donna, thank you for watching. Grace, thank you for watching. Why did I decide to do it, and what's my experience so far? Well, over 3 decades ago, I did my, good morning, Terry, and Beck, thank you for watching. Over 3 decades ago, in the early days of my vegan journey, Sheldon says, keep up the good work. Thank you, Sheldon. And Donna says, morning, Harry. Good morning, Donna. Back in the early days of my vegan journey, I was very much into fasting. Did a number of fasts. The longest I did was 7 days, which I've now equaled. And I remember doing a couple of shorter ones, 4 days and 3 days. They were stricter because it was just water. So I really was sticking to the full definition of fast. And Donna says, I need to do this urgently. Yes, well, I'll get into the reasons why I did it shortly. So, and my experience on a 7-day fast was pretty damn good, but I was also at that point, I would consider myself a lot healthier then than I am now. So, Sheldon's a fellow vegan, yeah. Vegans rock. So, doing a 7-day 7-day fast back in the 1980s, was really, really good. But I still remember the whole time, just a water fast, having very strong food cravings to the point of dreaming about food. And Paige says, impressed with your fasting. Thank you, Paige. I'm impressed with everything you do. So back then in the 80s, yeah, I did 7 days and I broke the fast, I think, with a big punnet of strawberries, if I remember correctly. So I still remember it because it was the longest fast I did. So why have I decided to do another one now after so many decades without doing fasts? Well, it's not that I haven't wanted to do them. I've had to be in the right time and space, or the right place, to psychologically be able to do them. And I've been aware, thank you for watching, Christina and Julie. I've been aware that from time to time I've wanted to do them. And from time to time I've gone without food for, say, like, I think 3 days maybe. And that was only because I was in, at that point, a very depressed state, and actually so depressed that the thought of eating did not appeal to me at all. And so at that time, this is a few years ago, I did actually lose about, I think, 7 kilograms in 3 days just from emotional upheaval. So I certainly don't recommend that. Paige says you definitely have to be in a good space to do fast. And this is it, Paige. So I'll admit, over the years I've become, and Donna agrees, I've become very addicted to food. And, you know, we have it too good now as vegans. We have so many temptations, vegan temptations and treats, and they're everywhere now. And this is something I've spoken about numerous times on the Vegan Hour with guests who have found the same experience, especially long-term vegans. And we find it actually quite hard to control ourselves these days. It's not just me, this is something that others have said as well. So, so I've wanted to do a fast, and I have not been able to find the willpower to do it. I've had people say to me, you should go on a juice cleanse over the years and that, and I'm like, yes, I'm agreeing with you. I just struggle to make it through the morning without food. You know, that was the thing. But one of the things is my body, of course, tells me when things, as our bodies do, tell us when things are working and not working. And my digestion, as you get older, your digestion becomes, Ray says those fatty meals are nasty. As you get older, your digestion becomes more sluggish. And, you know, the last 18 months, there's been a noticeable increase in weight that I'd put on. And I do eat out a lot. And I can attribute it, you know, that to it somewhat. And I still exercise to compensate it, obviously. I'm on the bicycle now. But it's got to the point where my digestion just wasn't working the way that it should be, in my opinion. And I just thought, you know, I need to do something about this. And I've been working on it for a while. Sheldon says, oh yes, I went full vegan and put on 5 kilos. And I am just getting this off now, back to 100 kilos, yes. And Robin, thank you for watching. And Monique, thank you for watching. So I've been working on different things over the last couple of years, and I've live streamed about them. I've live streamed about adrenal fatigue, which I've combated by taking adrenal fatigue support tablets. I've live streamed about my B12 deficiency, which I've combated with 12 weekly shots, injections. I've had 6 injections, 6 per week, 1 per week for 6 weeks. And so that's, and I've just had another blood test on Thursday, so I will be finding out, no, Wednesday I had it, I'll be finding out what my B12 is now. And so I've also in the past consulted, to some people, high carb, low fat vegan is a fast. Okay. I've also consulted nutritionists, naturopaths and Ayurvedic doctors in the last 3 odd years to get their advice. So it's not like I haven't been doing a lot of research. And anyway, Sunday morning last weekend, so a week ago, I woke up and just thought, I don't even know why it came to me then, but I just thought, I'm just going to stop eating and see how I go. And Donna says, I've taken oil out of my diet. Yeah, oh, definitely. Stone cook ware I use. I feel better, but still need to lose weight. Oh, definitely. Oil, I don't even have oil at home. Haven't had oil at home. Oh, I can't remember the last time I would have bought oil for home cooking, because everything I eat at home is steamed veggies, rice. It's all done in a steamer. That's the majority of things I have at home. If anything else is still cooked in water, there's no oil. So Gabriel and Valerie, thank you for watching. So I woke up Sunday morning last week and thought, I'm just in the right space. I'm psychologically in the right space now to try going without food. Wasn't sure how long I would go for. A few people have said, how long are you going for? And I've said, I don't know. And I don't know. And but I did have in the back of my mind the thought that I had done 7 days in the past, over 3 decades ago, and you know, maybe that was something to aim for. So now I'm up to that 7th day this morning. Paige says the body whispers to us daily. That's why I did mine when I started on my journey. I had to listen. Great, you're listening, Harry. Thank you, Paige. My body was definitely telling me that things weren't right with my digestion. So I thought, based on my previous experience when I decided on Sunday to stop eating, that I would probably be craving food. And I thought, yeah, it's probably going to be the same sort of struggle it was before, because if anything, I expected it would probably be worse now. So I thought, how am I going to handle this? And I just thought, okay, I'll just sort of see how I go, and I'll just bring in smoothies so that if I get craving for food, instead of having the food, I'm getting the nutrients and the feeling of fulfilling that craving through the smoothie. And then I'll also incorporate juices to get the vitamins and that in quicker. So thank you for watching, Tammy and BB and Anthony. So without any sort of brilliant plan, I just started off on Sunday doing that. And then I've had a full week of work. So I've worked nearly 40 hours at work. I've ridden the bicycle to work every day this week except Thursday when it rained. I did yoga Monday night. That was interesting because I actually could stretch my legs further. And usually after yoga, because I only do it once a week, I feel I notice, you know, I notice it in my muscles 2 days later. But actually it knocked me around the next day. So Tuesday I was really, I was wiped from yoga. I could barely walk up the stairs at work. Terry says, I tried to purchase adrenal support tablets from Chemist Warehouse. No vegan options. Wow. Where do you purchase supplements from? I get a vegan one from my local health food store, which if I remember after this live stream, I'll send you a message with a photo of it. So, where was I? So Monday night I did yoga. Tuesday night I did the vegan hour. I don't know if you noticed how tired I looked on the vegan hour that Tuesday night. I had actually gone home after work, after a 7.5 hour work day, decided to have a nap like I usually do, especially before I do the vegan hour. Could not rest. Just could not rest. I was literally peeing every 5 minutes. Get up, go to the toilet, lay down. Get up, go to the toilet, lay down. Get up. It was just ridiculous. After about 90 minutes of this, I'm like, okay, this is insane. I've got to get up. So I did the vegan hour on what wasn't a great amount of sleep because I hadn't had a lot of sleep the night before. So, and we managed to have a really good episode. So check that one out and see if I look tired, because I don't look tired, but I was. Anyway, so Wednesday I stayed at home and relaxed with the cat. That's a change for me. Thursday I was out with my friend and we went for a walk, and you know, I was with her for hours. So, you know, that was, I wasn't like not doing anything. Friday, Tammy's laughing at the peeing. Friday last night I was out and did a live stream for the Mantra Room. So basically I've continued doing what I normally do in a week in any case. So I've been at work, I've been doing online activism, I've been doing the behind the scenes stuff that I do, and I've been doing the socialising and the exercising that I normally do. So how has it affected me? Well, my mood feels really good. The first few days I really struggled with the not having food, and I really noticed it psychologically. Really noticed the craving and the whole thoughts and the whole process around wanting food and the reward system involved with food. So it's like you're at work, I'm at work, I'll put in first person, I'm at work and I'm thinking, can't wait to finish work, go home and have my lunch. And I noticed those thoughts coming up, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not going home to have lunch. so what's my reward now? So it was going home to have a juice. Donna says, "You're a guru, Harry. Excellent life eating skills." Thank you. It's cool out here in the valley, but it's absolutely magnificent. It's so beautiful. So I noticed this craving and this psychological thing around food. But each day that I've gone without food, I've felt a sense of achievement and a sense of control that comes in when you start to rise above your desires. Now I compare this with being fully celibate, and it's 5 degrees, Donna says. Yeah, it's 13 here, but it's a cool 13. There's a degree of discipline of your mind when you go fully celibate, and going without food puts me in that same sort of space. Now, I've been fully celibate, 6 months now? Whatever it is, July? Yeah, 6 months. So, which is equivalent to the longest period in my life that I've ever done that. Previously did that back in the night. Coincidentally, previously did that back in the 1980s as well. So, I think that's a factor. The fact that I'm totally sort of controlling that area of my life. And so I think that was a factor in going, okay, now you're ready to do a fast, and you can bring that control into that area of your life. So, and it even takes me back to the 1980s and the amazing feeling of control and peace that I experienced being celibate and doing fasts back then as well. So it's really fantastic from that respect. My mood is really good. There's a lightness. When I do my morning push-ups, it's like I weigh half as much. It's really hard to describe, but my arm muscles are just functioning like, wow. Like I'm pushing myself up going, okay, what am I pushing up? It doesn't feel like I'm pushing my own body weight up. It's really light. So that's a really noticeable difference. 13 years, Donna says. And Connie says, thanks for sharing that, Harry. So, yes, I'll say that fitness is in some ways better, but I also notice in some ways I'm still getting lightheaded, which is probably getting not enough calories, and out of breath fairly easy too, which you might even notice whilst I'm writing. So I think that's probably would be helped by having more juice and smoothies. But there's a couple of other things I wanted to see. Hang on, I've got to get past these safety barriers so that I'm off the road right over here. Let's see. I just wrote down a few things. I want to see if the juices and the smoothies. Okay. So I've lost 4 kilos so far in weight. What else? So each time, before I finish this live stream, Lizette, thank you for watching, and Jason, thank you for watching. Before I finish this live stream, I want to describe the juices and smoothies I've been having, and how each time when I would normally let my mind go to thinking about food, I just redirect it. And it's the same thing with if you're celibate. Each time your mind sort of goes on to thinking about sexual things, you redirect it. And the technique that people use in the spiritual circles for redirection is you put it on a higher goal or a higher purpose. So rather than the Buddhist technique of trying to not suppress, but trying to remove the desires, the path I follow is redirecting the desires to a higher purpose, which is how I recommend people become vegan in the first place. When they're thinking of the foods that they normally eat, they redirect them to healthier versions of those foods. So let me just mention the smoothies and the juices. Paige says, brown rice fasts are great too, Harry. Maybe try last few days before you finish. Raises consciousness, soak it for 20 hours, cook it, and then eat it 3 times daily. Chew very well. Yes, I think you mentioned that to me before, Paige. I will ponder and consider that. So what I've been having is my lemon water in the morning, which is lemon water with just water, lemon, juice, turmeric, and a bit of ashwagandha powder for energy. So that's my morning drink, and then a cup of juice or green smoothie. So let me just see, there's a car coming. Okay, so the juice that I've been working with is my favourite juice, which is the carrot, apple and celery. Morning! Yeah, carrot, apple and celery, my favourite juice. So it's absolutely divine. So sweet, beautiful. So that's what I've been using as a juice. As a smoothie, I've been doing 2 different types of smoothies, a fruit one and a green one. Thank you for watching, Rob, Jeffrey and Rob. 2 Robs, same Rob twice. Wow, can you be in 2 places at once? The smoothies have been a fruit smoothie, which has been banana, pear and strawberry with cacao powder, and a small, very small amount of prana powder in there as well. And the green smoothie, which is a green smoothie I have every day in any case. So that is kale, cucumber, celery, ginger, red papaya, and then chia seeds, turmeric, and I think that rounds it out. I think I've included everything there. So I alternate them. I take a flask to work of the green smoothie and a flask of the fruit smoothie, and then I just have them each time. I'll get feeling a bit of a craving, bit of hunger there during the morning at work. Just take a sip of each and just sort of do that throughout the morning. And then I've been coming home at lunch and having either another smoothie or a juice, but mainly a juice. And then in the evening, a smoothie or a juice or both, just a small one of each. And last night I had a cup of tea and a fruit smoothie. So that's what I've been doing. And this is day 7. The goal that I didn't really set, but the goal I sort of had way in the back of my mind of equaling what I'd done in the past, I've now equaled. And I'm very happy with the way that I'm feeling, as I say, mood-wise, and just this whole space that I'm in, which just revolves around bringing the senses under control. Spiritual practice is connected in with that. So it's a spiritual practice is a practice of discipline, and it brings great peace when you are in that area of discipline. And Terry says, ashwagandha powder, that was everyone. I had to Google. Yes, ashwagandha powder I've just started taking about 2 or 3 weeks before I started doing this, and that's been great for energy. So guys, thank you for watching. I wanted to do a live stream just to bring you up to speed with how the juice and smoothie detox, cleanse, fast, whatever you want to call it, is going. There's been a number of people that have messaged me asking details and telling me that they're actually been inspired by it and they're going to do it themselves. So great respect to you guys for doing that, and best wishes, and let me know how it goes. And on a magic day like today, I think it's a day to head out to the mountains, away from vegan restaurants, and appreciate the natural beauty that we have in the hinterland of the Gold Coast. And yes, I just rode up a steep hill. So thanks for watching, guys. Live vegan and save lives, and I will speak to you soon. Ahimsa.